skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
You wake up in the forest. It's too dark to see anything, and you have no memory of your name or how you got here. Confused, you begin to look around, but nothing triggers your memory. Standing up, you decide to take a walk, and after hours of searching, you stumble upon an old house. You open the door and enter the house, only to be scared by a sudden sound which came from the kitchen. Looking around, you spot a broken glass on the floor. You walk towards the door, trying to leave, but the door won't budge. Desperate for an escape, you head upstairs to find something in the house. You get scared and call out,
"Is anyone there?"
but nobody answers. You are now filled with fear and dread, yet you persevere and keep exploring until you hear strange voices, which makes you dizzy, causing you to fall on the floor. You wake up in the same spot in the forest as before, with no recollection of your name or past, similar to your previous experience. However, you do recall entering the old house, so this time you decide to walk past it. As you journey forward, you become stuck in the woods but then spot a woman standing in the distance. You call out to her, but receive no response. Suddenly, she disappears without a trace. You frantically search for her, but to no avail. You then hear your name,
Evelyn.
coming from far away. Terrified, you look all around yourself, only to hear your name louder, and angrier this time.
Evelyn.
As you turn around, you scream, and fall to the ground. You wake up at the same place in the forest where you did before. You don't know your past, but you do remember your name. You remember entering the old house, and the lady in the woods. Suddenly, you feel the sensation of burn on your hand. You look at it. There are 2 red lines and 1 black line. As you get up, something falls on the grass. It's a note. You pick it up and open it. It reads,
You have 1 chance left. Don't let me find you, Evelyn.
You don't know what is going on. Is it an illusion? Or is it a dream? You hear your name again.
Evelyn.
In a panic, you started running. You were running for hours when suddenly, it started to rain. You think your mind is going insane. Your heart starts to beat faster and faster, until you lose your consciousness, and fall on the grass. You wake up from a dream, then get startled by the sound of thunder and the rain outside, but then you feel relieved that it was only a dream. Suddenly, you feel a burning sensation on your arm and notice 3 red lines. Fear kicks in as you stand up and the television turns on by itself. You see a girl running in the forest, and you hear your name being called.
Evelyn.
Suddenly, the girl on the TV looks at you and says,
I will never let you forget me.
It wasn't you who was running in the forest. It was your twin sister, Evelyn. The memories come flooding back to you. The day you attempted to stab your twin sister in her sleep, calling her name, chasing her outside, the place where you stabbed her 3 times, and the place where you buried her with your own hands. Everything comes back to you. Your name is Eva, and you remember everything now.
Don't you have any regrets?
Evelyn asked. You remained silent, staring at her in disbelief. Your heart races as she approaches you, getting closer and closer. Suddenly, she shatters the TV screen and emerges from it, repeatedly chanting,
You killed me. You killed me.
Without another thought, you turn around and run. You dash out into the rain, sprinting through the forest, barefoot. You scream as you step on something sharp and fall on the ground. Tears streaming down your face, you plead for her to leave you alone, but she comes closer and closer. She pulls a knife out and stabs it directly in your heart. You try to say something, but your words aren't clear enough. She pulls out a knife and stabs again in your heart.
How are you feeling now?
She pulls out the knife, and stabs it, the 3rd time in your heart.